What is up, everyone? I am Lavenji Gaming, and I am back with game number 3 of this grand finals for the Revival Tournament, the mod that enables all spells and all buildings, albeit slightly rebalanced. He's brought it back to an even match as the yellow tribe in the blue base, representing Clan Overpowered. It is Babbo. He made Babbo work for it, but as the red tribe in the red base, representing Divinity Slaves, it is Nisi. I'm not even going to try to say whatever his actual name is. And of course, for the grand finals, as a special occasion, I have a very special guest, as you know. Once again, joined by The Beginning, also known as Craig. How you doing, Craig?
Very well, Lavenji. Looking forward to the third game in this Populous Revival Tournament here. Hills Encasus is the map. And I've seen this a few times. I really do like the map. The textures are, not to give Babbo a big head, are nice. And, you know, it's just a fun level. It's got different angles of attack. It's got over this essential point. It's got a nice stone head there with Firestorm in. So, you know, I like it.
Yeah, I like how you said you didn't want to give Babbo a big head and then went with the adjective nice. Which might be the worst adjective in the history of adjectives.
Well, nice is it's not great, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's fine. It's nice.
It's nice.
That's a compliment, Lavenji. Hey, your map's nice. Yeah.
Nice. It's fine, I guess.
I suppose it's intonation as well. It's how you say it.
I don't know about you, but I use nice when I'm like half reading what someone says and they say something and I haven't really read it, but I'm just like, yeah, nice.
Oh, but then, you know, if someone, your woman goes, how do I look in this dress? You go, oh, nice. See? So it depends how Babbo wants to take it. Does his map look nice, or just does it look nice?
Not sure I've ever gone nice at my mum, but
I said wife, not mum. I hope I said wife. I just meant a partner. Didn't mean to say mum. Unless you're recalling something that was locked deep in your mind, Lavenji. I don't think I said that.
One of us has made a mistake here, and we won't find out who until the VOD.
Our chat will surely let us know at some point. Oh dear. Anyway, the players, they've got hills are encasing their base. They've got a big hill in the front of their base towards the opponent's tribe, where you tend to get lots of towers up, like a typical Populous level you would, but you have players here pushing out towards the middle with towers as well to secure more ground, get more huts, increase the population. But the hills at the back of their base will end up seeing towers on them. Babbo here opting for 3 quick trade nodes: Warrior, Temple, and Fire Warrior. Nisi so far is going for the Warrior and Fire Warrior.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking Babbo's building kind of really slow. I don't know. It might just be the fact that he's gone for those 3 training huts so quickly. Oh, he's got warriors out already. I think he's going for a warrior rush.
Well, if I'm looking at the spells here, he is 13 population behind. We're only in the 4th minute, and that's quite a big difference considering there isn't many men to convert, wild men to convert, that is. There are no king wild men on this map who count for 5 braves. Or is that just... No, that's not actually part of this tournament, sorry, that's...
that's just the deep recesses of your imagination, I'm afraid.
That's right, yeah, it's up there with your mum's dress.
Maybe mum, maybe wife. We're not sure yet.
We're not sure, yeah. Well, I hope there's a difference. Yes, but population has just massively changed again. Nisi's obviously dismantling his base here, or maybe he's just building so quick. He's now 20 population ahead.
Yeah, we've got 49 population for Nisi, 28 for Babbo. The amount of warriors that Babbo's trained, we're probably going to see him cast Magical Shield here, right? Surely.
I would think so. It's the only thing. He needs to kill a lot of men to make this work.
Oh, Nisi had
the Nix, it's missed. He's going to lose his shaman now. There's no way he's got another one. He expected it. He charged the Hypno, but he cast it on the shaman rather than the troops. Now the warriors are going to do a lot of damage.
That's got to be heartbreaking if you're Nisi, because you saw what Baba was doing. You had the read. You were like, I know he's going for Magical Shield. I'm going to train warriors, or I'm going to charge a Hypnotise to deal with the warriors. Babo even groups those warriors around his shaman, which was a critical mistake, because Babo didn't expect Nisi to know. And Nisi just straight up missed the Hypnotise. That's got to be absolutely heartbreaking.
So the shaman's back already, which seems really quick, but that must have been as normal. He's got more troops around his shaman now. Preaches fire. Is he going to go for another magical shield? He is. He wants to separate these. He doesn't want to get these hypnotized. That's for certain. This is coming again. Will he have another one? He's not going to separate. You got to separate them, Babo. You got to separate them.
Oh, and there goes Babo and his population having been hypnotized. How much damage did he do to Nisi's population? Nowhere near enough.
Not enough.
I think we're going to see a very quick game out of Babo in this scenario.
Yeah, counter attacks on now from Nisi. He's got his own warriors, fire warriors, and preachers coming around the side of the hill. Actually, even quicker than going up and down it. Yeah, this just has backfired so much. If he had just killed those men as well.
Killing the hypnotized men, knowing the timer is about to tick off and they are about to turn back to Babo's side. Babo putting preachers in towers, but you know what aren't very good against shamans?
Ooh. He left those braves at the front of his base as well, and those huts Babo did. They're all going to get killed.
Nisi does go down, but there's so many red troops here.
Well, it's not over yet. Nisi's population did take a hit. Obviously, it looked like it hadn't because he had them hypnotized men, but they've now gone. So
but you know, Hugo's going to love this. Nisi's green bar, it's huge.
Oh my god, that green bar. Oof.
It's just so big, you're not going to be able to catch up to a green bar like that, I'm afraid. And there is a boathouse for Babo and even more warriors, so Babo's really committed to trying to play this with troops, I think. Tornado coming out to try and strip back some of the towers. Interesting thing going on with this Brave.
I think Babo needs to now recognize his position, if he can. If he's able to. Yeah, that guy is, what?
He's having a great time.
My word, he's not even like... He wasn't even like on the ground, he was just like a pixel. Like the pixel that was just floating around, yeah. So shamans are close by here in the centre. Now we're going to see a little duel.
Blast from Babo, not quite finding
he's going to end up in the water.
Blast from Nisi is good. Babo in the water.
He couldn't afford to lose there, I don't think. His population is too far behind to make any defence happen now. He's got warriors of his own, maybe going to try and loop round the Stonehead or just into the hut.
From Nisi.
What's another earthquake? That's a good earthquake.
Oh, that's disgusting. You hate to see it if you're Babo. I understand that Babo had a rush strategy going on, but he also just built so slowly. And, you know, after playing so well in the last game, he really feels outclassed by Nisi on this map.
Well, he's just smart, and he can get his population back up if he's careful here. I think he's just trying to do too much at once, was the problem. You know, he had them 3 huts, he's then opted for the boathouse. While you're doing all that, your opponent in Nisi is just building and expanding, and he's absorbed Nisi's attack. We thought it was going to be great for Babo. He avoided that initial Hypnotise. It was the second Hypnotise that just completely dispelled the attack. And now he's just on the back foot for the remainder of the game.
I think the thing that's impressed me about Nisi is he's shown what we would know from traditional RTS games still sort of applies even in Populous, you know. He doesn't just slap down all 3 troop huts right at the start and then a boat hut because it's available to him. He's got in his mind this idea of a build order, right? He knows roughly how many huts he wants to build before he adds on X training hut. And he knows how long the game can go on for before he needs the next training hut. And I think that's kind of what's let Babo down in this game. He built all the training huts and then had no population to play with. Whereas Nisi's built huts and has worked his way up to the 3 tech. Bugged Brave in the boat hut again. Yeah.
Was it karma for using his boat glitch in the first game?
Yeah, I don't know what happens. For some reason, a Brave can get permanently stuck in a boat hut. But I like to hope that our glorious leaders are watching this and thinking about fixing it.
He's taking out the roof of the boathouse, I guess, as a gesture of friendliness there? Armistice? I don't know, but population count is now double. Babbo, a double at 10 minutes is humongous. Babbo is so far behind now. I don't see a way back from him unless Nissi, I think it's Nissi's game to lose.
It really is, you know, as much as I like to try to put a positive spin on whoever's not ahead when I'm doing my shoutcast, this is an almost insurmountable position for Babbo. You know, he's incredibly behind. He doesn't have troops, he doesn't have spells, he doesn't really have anything he can lean on to say, oh, okay, well, he has this. And I just think Nisi's gonna starve him out effectively.
Nissi here has got a couple of swarms, tornado, 12 warriors, 10 fire warriors, 5 breaches. Well, Babbo's only got 5 fire warriors and 2 breaches and 1 tornado at 41 population out of 67. So, you know, Nissi's got more population than Babbo is capable of having.
And then, you know, this just insult to injury. Nissi is continuously clearing out Braves that try to repair this hut. And I forgot to breathe and therefore yawned. Very important when you talk a lot is to remember to breathe.
We also got to remember here is that Nissi's base isn't even fully upgraded. Look, most of them huts are small huts because he's dismantling them. But once he can upgrade them, his population is going to grow even further.
Well, Nisi's really just playing with his food here. You know, he's building towers, he's making sure that there is absolutely no way he could possibly lose this game.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say so much playing with food, he's just cementing his position. He's ensuring he can't lose. It might not be as exciting to watch, but if he wants to, ensure that he does win this game, this is probably the right move at this point. Wait for Babbo to try and make something happen and then just counter-attack, you know? Babbo did it in the last one. The humongous counter-attack.
There is a little bit of upgrading finally going on in Nisi's base, so we're going to see that population lead just continue to climb in ways most terrifying.
Yeah, what we have to remember, similar to the last game as well, is even if Babbo does manage to get his population, relatively equal to Nissi's been so far ahead for so long now, he's just going to have that, he's going to have spells in his arsenal available to use that Babbo won't.
But the other problem with a map like this, or rather a boon of a map like this, is because it's so small and it's so compact and interesting a road out of Babbo that doesn't really... Oh no, it gets a tower. Makes a puddle, gets a tower, takes away some of that precious red tribe building space. And it actually... Oh, we've got trading of tornadoes here.
It almost looked like that first tornado went over Babbo's shaman, but just didn't pick him up. He's dead now, though, and this could well be it. Nissi's now got an earthquake. He's not going to hold on to that, I'll tell you that. Nissi likes to use his spells once he gets them.
Well, what I was going to say about maps like this is there's really not very much building space, so the ability for Babbo to catch his population up to Nissi's is kind of non-existent when maps are this compact.
Yeah, because Nissi did such a good job controlling the middle and then also earthquake and Babbo's as well, reducing the amount he had. He's going to get up this hill now. He's just going to earthquake it because there are huts up there and that'll do damage as well as take out the position. It has. Shaman has managed to survive.
Look at all these troops. There's
He's
just
got
so many red
shield.
troops.
It's over.
Well, you might not even need the magical shield. Babbo loses his entire front line. He misses his lightning. He's coming forward with the blasts to try and deal with some of these troops. But, his population, he's not going to be able to charge blasts like they're nothing. He's only on 60 population. There he goes. He goes down to the Fire Warriors and blast combination. Nisi's going to take this hill now in his next push, and that's probably the game, to be honest.
Yeah, Babble's just got a few breaches for defense, which have now been hypnotized as well.
Hypnotise.
Rubbing salt into the wound there. They're going to run in and take his own man. The GG's called. Game
GG from
two.
Babbo.
Game 2 to Nissi, a fast game there, especially compared to the last one. We're going to go into the fourth game now with Nissi 2-1 in the lead.